Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. Here's Evans, looking for his first bucket of the game.
Well, it was a tough year for the Kings last season, but they do have a nice collection of young talent. When you look at Tyreek Evans, DeMarcus Cousins, Marcus Thornton have made a nice impact as well.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. Evans and Thornton in the backcourt. Gallenberg's out there with Hickson, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant. Steve, back to what you mentioned, to have that much talent in Cousins and Tyreek Evans, Clark, you just hope it pans out.
Well, again, I think it will. I mean, you've got 2 nice pieces to build around. Marcus Thornton is a pretty nice scorer. They've got some other players, Thompson out there. So they've got some guys that can make it happen. It's a matter of them growing and coming together. And when you've got a bunch of young players, one of the hardest things to give them the time to ferment and come together. So we'll see what happens.
Kobe Bryant now in his 16th season in what has been one of the great careers in NBA history. He's battling age now, but still a very, very productive player.
Thornton against Kobe. Here's Hickson. Plenty of space. And he hits the jump shot. Dallenberg's got his first points in this one. And Steve, you know, for Kobe Bryant, as you said, battling age. He's 33 right now going into this season. Wear and tear, a part of the game. He's played so many minutes. Preseason, regular season, all those playoffs, Clark. He said his kneecap is almost bone on bone. He's got an arthritic right index finger on his shooting hand. He continues on. The guy's tough.
Yeah, the battle scars.
Let's see that again on the Sprite Slam Cam.
Now that's just rubbing it in, fellas.
Throwing it down with style.
These folks are not going to forget that one anytime soon.
You know, for so long we've seen the Lakers coast into the playoffs, put themselves in a tight spot, and then find a way out of it. But in that series versus Dallas in last season's playoffs, they really looked like a tired and overmatched team.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the Kings. Eugene Jeter comes in for Marcus Thornton. Here's Jeter. He's got 5. Dishes to Cousins. Goes up. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And for the Lakers, Kobe said, Clark, after that series, we've been playing with fire the last 3 years. Now we finally got what we deserve. Steve, that is a very interesting quote. Take it apart for us and delve into it.
Well, I think the Lakers had been to the finals for 3 straight years, and I think they were worn out emotionally. And for a couple of those playoff series over the years, they did play with fire and get away with it. Not last year. Dallas just destroyed them, and I think the Lakers just looked tired, both physically and mentally.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Kobe's got 9 points in the quarter.
Tell you what, he's draining the 3 ball at will, guys.
Yeah, he is, and they've got to find a way to get out there on it.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
I thought Shannon Brown made so much improvement last season, guys. He scored well, and he worked really hard to improve his weaknesses, which were his ball handling and his outside shooting, so he became much more of a complete player.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Matt Barnes is checked in for our test. Blake comes in for Kobe. And Derek Fisher is subbed in for Shannon Brown.
Steve, I agree with you in terms of Shannon Brown's improvement, how hard he worked on those weak areas, handling the ball better, working more on his shot. I mean, the physical gifts were always there. Strong, tremendously athletic. I give him a lot of credit for working to make the most of that natural ability that he had.
Evans kicks to Hickson. Over Gasol. Here's Dallenberg. Nice second effort. Good job staying with it. Dallenberg's got his second basket of the night. Barnes with it. Moving it around nicely. Bynum dishes to Barnes. Takes the 3. Dallenberg grabs the board. The Kings trailing. Now, here's Chalmers. knocks it down from 19 feet.
Look at their scoring. Mid-range jumpers account for 6 of their last 10 points.
Well, defensively, they're doing a nice job of keeping them out of the paint, but you got to give them credit. They're knocking down shots.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Kobe comes in for Steve Blake, and it's Brown in for Derek Fisher. Then for the Kings, Jason Thompson. He's checked in for Hickson. And it's Eugene Jeter in for Tyreek Evans.
Oops. You got to watch it if you bring the ball down when you're on the low block.
That's good. And it's a 3-point Kings lead.
And that's the problem when you don't protect the ball.
Exactly. When you surrender the ball like that, you put your defense at a huge disadvantage.
And here's Kobe for 3.
A tight game here. Neither team has been able to gain an upper hand on the backboards.
Well, both teams really getting after it inside. It's been an interesting battle.
And it's Jeter missing.
I thought that one was going to go.
You know, Steve, most of the time it does go.
There's a lot of contact there. Good call.
You know, he bothered his shot, but he still got a pair of free throws out of it. Boy, I tell you, the Lakers are always tough on their home court. I mean, visiting teams can get a little starstruck, too. I mean, all kinds of celebrities hanging out in the crowd. Just as many famous people watching as actually playing in the game when you go play the Lakers.
And here is Salmons from the arc. Can't hit. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
You got to time up the clock. It's easier said than done, but you got to execute your offense on that first possession.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Look at the Lakers. Long way to go still in the season, but even so, they've got the top spot. And checking out Sacramento, way down below.
Seeing where the Lakers are, they've gotten themselves into exactly the position they wanted to be in at this point in the season. And I can't say that I'm all that surprised by it.
No, I'm not either, Clark. This is a talented team. Coming into the year, I think everybody expected them to be pretty strong. And to this point, I mean, they've done exactly what they wanted to do. Now, this is a very good basketball team.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Dallenberg. Hickson comes in for Jason Thompson. And Tyreek Evans subbed in for Eugene Jeter.
That's foul number 2, and I think he's got to be really careful not to pick up the third before the half.
That free throw, no good.
Tyreek Evans. 2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. Lakers trail by 3.
Smart call here. They'll play for 1 shot.
That's right. Try to get the last shot of the quarter here, Steve.
And here's Kobe for 3. Gets the bucket. Kobe's got 27.
That's 9 straight points coming off 3 three-pointers. The defense just getting shelled.
Steve, the threes are killing him. I think they've got to find a way to chase him off the three-point line.
Now Barnes. Outside, Kobe. Got it off in time, but it's no good. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports.
One half of play is in the books. Time to recap it all here on the HB Halftime Report. For the Kings, a closely contested game against the Los Angeles Lakers. They're looking to make up some ground in this one. They're trying to get their season back on the winning track. Tyreek Evans playing well in the first half. He's got 7 points and also been chipping in on the glass, hauling in a few rebounds. Not to be outdone, the Lakers also giving it their all. Sharp shooting from downtown, they're raining triples nonstop. Kobe's been lights out in the first 2 quarters. High percentage looks in the first half. Amazing work from the field, shooting in the high 60s. That's big-time bucket buying. And a couple of guys here came to play for their respective teams. We'll try and both keep it going in the third. A lot in the NBA to catch up on. Let's check it out as we go around the league. Portland with a loss to the Mavericks at American Airlines Center. That one could have gone either way. Gerald Wallace leading the team in scoring. And another game also in the books. At Energy Solutions Arena, the Jazz ended up losing to the Rockets. They'll look to rebound after what turned out to be a letdown. It was Al Jefferson leading the team in scoring. And now here's what's going on in the rest of the association. For Memphis, it was a win against the Timberwolves in Minnesota. With that game in the books, they split their last 2 outings. Their leading scorer, Zach Randolph. Thanks for tuning in here. Now we go back there. Kevin Harlan and the 2K Sports crew to start at third quarter.